Hey, thanks very much for tuning in, clicking, whatever it happens to be. My name is Sean Frolick. This is an introduction to some virtual strategy workshops. Why do you want a virtual strategy workshop? Well, this is part of an investment that Microsoft make, and it's to help their hosting partners grow. And so you would tune in and stay tuned in if you're looking to grow your business, if you don't know exactly why your business isn't growing the way that you want it to grow, or maybe you're going to have a good year, but it's just not going to be the best year you could possibly have. Maybe you're going to take your team off site and do some work with them working on the business rather than in the business. Through this little series, you'll get some ideas, and at the end of it, you'll get some actions that will help you grow your business. That's kind of the why it happens. And so who am I? Why should you listen to me? Why should this be useful to you? My background, so I'm Sean Frolick. My background is I've built and sold a number of businesses, and I worked at Microsoft for a while, actually running the UK channel. And so I've walked a few miles in the shoes on both sides of the line of the partnership. And nowadays, for the last few years, all I spend my life doing with a bunch of others is helping businesses grow, IT businesses. We do it all over the UK, we do it all over Europe. And we've got a process that actually Microsoft have used internally to help revision and reaction to energize change and growth in the business. So that's kind of a little bit about who I am. It's really why does Microsoft do this? What's the objective from Microsoft's point of view? Well, there are three really key things. One, the most obvious thing of all, it's not altruistic. Microsoft's growth is its partners' growth. So it's very important from a Microsoft standpoint to invest in partners. And actually, that's why they would use third parties such as myself to help with this, because Microsoft themselves don't always know exactly what it takes. Point two, that this process is a process that Microsoft have used internally and externally, and we've now used with like 3,500 partners over Europe. And the process that we've got here, whether you take it in its entirety or you take little bits of it, actually has a very, very good effect. So it's a proven process. And the third and final point is really about hosting partners. And Microsoft, a large amount of revenue, 10% plus, is coming through the hosting partners. It's a critical part of the business. So it's very important from a Microsoft standpoint to really invest in this community. And you may have been invited, you may be invited in the future to a real live version of this. You may get enough juice out of this one alone to help you. So that's what it is. There are basically going to be 4 separate components. There's a component where you look at your business and you assess your business, and you actually wonder, how fit are we? What areas should we build more muscle in our business? That's an internal look. There's a second section which is about the goal. Are you really clear on where you're going? And in all the businesses that I ran, I often thought I was, but if you tested me, if you stopped me in the elevator and say, where's your business going? I wasn't always that perfectly proud of the answer that I gave. Moreover, if you asked our receptionist or you asked somebody that worked in one of the teams, would they come out with the same answer? So section 2 is about the goal and getting that really revved up. Section 3 is about priorities, knowing the right things to do this year. The most successful partner that we're working with 10 years ago were $50 million in revenue, and they're now $3 billion. And when I mention a partner with growth like that, you'd think, wow, those guys have just got something special. They got some amazing opportunity they're sitting on. There's something really different about them. Rot. The guy that runs that business, I know, is no different to you. He just has got very, very good at dealing with priorities, and he doesn't get distracted by the other stuff. He's super good at not getting distracted and actually assessing where he needs to go. So the third section is about priorities, and the fourth section is about plans. It's a very short section, but having those priorities, knowing what you've got to do and making sure you get them done, those are two different things. So if you're the leader in your business, it could be a very useful little module to actually help you work out what you need to do to provide to your guys to help them deliver these priorities. So 4 sections, that's what it's going to be. We'll crack on and do section 1. So one fantastic thing is the UK government's initiatives to help businesses grow. If your business has less than 250 staff and less than 40 million revenue in turnover, you're eligible for grants to help with the exact type of work that we're talking about here. So be sure to check out Growth Accelerator at Microsoft.com, where there's a ton of resource telling you how you can get hands on that funding and how it can help you drive your business forward.